following video is brought to you by YouTubePromos.com. It's pretty hard to be noticed in today's YouTubing community, so whether you're trying to make videos for a hobby or you're trying to make it a business-related endeavor, check out YouTubePromos.com. They can 100% guarantee you an increase in viewers and subscribers for affordable prices. Head over to YouTubePromos.com/atomic to get 10% off one of their pricing plans. And with that said, guys, welcome to Atomic Comms.
Let's do this.
Hello Nintendo normies, or in this case, Mega Man fans. Paul Neon Davidson here, and today is a special day. We are here to talk about the first ever officially released footage of Mega Man Fully Charged. Now, in case people have forgotten, Mega Man Fully Charged was first revealed back in 2015. In other words, if you do the math, it has been 3 years since this cartoon has been announced, and now we are finally getting the first full footage of this cartoon in action. So, this video is partly a reaction video, and the other part of it is an analysis video where I go over what goes in the trailer, what it shows off, you know, what little hints there might be. And the way I'm going to be recording this reaction is kind of weird, because usually whenever I would do a reaction video, I would get direct footage of the video that I'm reacting to, and then, you know, just putting my commentary over it as I watch it. And I'm not really going to be doing it with this one. I'm going to be recording it with a camera off screen, and just using that footage and that audio. So if you want to watch the full trailer in its entirety, in its original form, I will have a link to the website that I viewed this at. I viewed this at entertainmentweekly.com. You can see it there. Just go into the description. You'll see a link there. Watch the trailer for yourself. And see what you think of this trailer. You're about to see what I think, and it's a doozy. It's a doozy. That's all I can really say. So without further ado, let's get to the trailer. Okay, I don't know whether this is the quality of the... I don't know if this is the quality of the video, or if that's just how bad the CGI is. I'm not impressed with the visuals right now. Fireman. Is that Rush? That's Sergeant Knight, alright. That was Rush, probably. Iceman, so that's what he looks like. Okay, Mega Mini, swell. It looks kind of slow, though. Jeez. Oh, him. Oh, he's using a weapon. Obviously, Drillman's not weak to fire. Mega Man 2 music? Okay. Okay then, so that was it. Alright then, guys, so let's do a little bit of analysis on this video now that we've seen it in its entirety. Also, for some reason, this video is really low quality. I'm not sure why. I don't know. I've checked the video settings, and I can't find a higher resolution than this, so it's gonna be kind of pixelated, a little blurry. Guess it's also another good thing that I'm using the camera for this, because can't really notice it that much. But yeah, let's actually go over some of the individual things that we can see in this video. So Silicon City is the main setting for the cartoon, and we look in this first scene. It might not look it, but so we got some of these futuristic looking streetlights here, two-dimensional streetlights. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I'm guessing that in this particular episode, Waveman is the main villain, because there's a bunch of water. You see all this water down here, the reflection of the building and all that. So I'm not sure which robot this is. There's actually a robot that's with Iceman later on in the trailer, so maybe that's him. We'll have to see later on. So then he just jumps off. Suddenly we get 8-bit graphics for some reason. transformation sequence, which is very different, which I did go over this sequence very similar to this a couple of years ago, but then again, I think that was actually when it was still in 2D cartoon, so kind of different. The transformation sequence, running off, very glowy, Tron-y looking kid. Mega Man jumps high, alright. Lands. Now he's fighting Fireman. Fireman looking very bulked up. Again, looking very Tron-y-like. His design is not that much different, but again, he is a lot bigger, a lot bulkier. But overall, it's still kind of the same design. It's kind of like a mixture between his Battle Network design, I guess, and his original design, with some Tron-looking stuff in here. So Tron is going to be a very common descriptor that I use in this video. So now here's this guy. I don't know who this guy is. This is actually the other character that I was looking at back in my Mega Man video that I did. Also, if you look down here, we got some human kids down here. I'm gonna actually use my mouse pointer here. I don't know why I've been using my finger the whole time, but yeah, we got some kids down here. That's gonna be kind of a first for anything Mega Man related, that we actually see human civilians in a Mega Man thing, because, well, there's been other cartoons where there have been human civilians, but since this is supposed to be like a modern take on Mega Man, it's gonna be kind of interesting. They're supposed to play a bigger role because in this series, Mega Man goes to school, so we're gonna be seeing a lot of kids, a lot of human kids, teachers. Dr. Light is supposed to be a little bit different. We don't see him in this, I don't think, so I don't know, because I've heard stories that Dr. Light is supposed to be buff in this, like Knuckles from Sonic Boom buff. I didn't see him in this, unless, then again, that's what the analysis is for. But yeah, this Robot Master here, I don't know who the heck this guy is supposed to be. He's bulky, he's big. I guess he's got kind of a police hat here, jetpack, wings. Are these supposed to be dreadlocks? Right here, I guess. I had stated that this might be Hornet Man, but now I'm starting to, now that I see a better look at him, I don't know what's so Hornet about him. Yeah, I don't know which, this could be an original character though, because there's another lady robot that shows up here that I actually went over in the other video that we'll actually be able to see here, that shows up, and she's an original character as well. So yeah, fighting him. So little boy, little girl, little blonde boy with glasses here. Maybe Mega Man's friends. Here's Iceman over here. So we got a bunch of ice stuff going on here. Iceman here, who looks a little better than he did in that one poster that I looked at, where he looked like he was straight out of a Mega Man Legends box art. Not that much better. So he's got a freaking hairdo now. He got his hair now. He doesn't really have a parka. He just has two little earmuff things and a freaking, you know, whipped cream looking hairdo here. Mega Man looking very shiny. Very reflective, very plasticky. Boy, this is, yeah, the CGI in this is not looking that great. Granted, I'm not looking at it in its highest resolution, so maybe that could be another problem, but like, I'm looking at these buildings back here, and yeah, that's not looking very interesting. It looks like it's painted on. Almost. This looks like Pokemon XY or Pokemon Sun and Moon looking stuff. You know, like the footage from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Take that, make it look worse, and then you get the backgrounds to this cartoon. So now we got the lady, we got Robot Lady here, who actually I just saw something. There's faces on the it's kind of visible. There's faces on these balls that's orbiting her. So I don't know, maybe she's got yeah, I don't know, faces on these balls flying around. Better look at her. Not really. She looks kind of weird. She looks like Miss Frizzle if she turned evil. You know, Miss Frizzle always. I don't know, who here watches Magic School Bus? It's sad that I'm talking about all these kid shows. Alright, so Mega Man going up against Drill Man. Here it looks a lot nicer, though. I don't know, the picture quality got a lot better. So fighting against Drill Man, it looks kind of slow to me. This freaking explosion right here. Wow, one shot at it, and then this one large gray block that's falling to him turns into a bunch of little red ones and dust. So he shoots that. Very low texture on this. So I'm assuming this is like maybe the first time he turns into Mega Man, maybe. Again, you got Iceman in the background here. You got some snow stuff here. Yeah, this is the robot that I was looking at earlier. So I don't know, maybe this guy is kind of like the main villain's sidekick kind of thing, like a henchman type of guy who's going to show up in every episode. Like in the Ruby Spears cartoon, how Cutman and Gutsman always showed up in every episode, and Proto Man, I guess, would be a better comparison there. But I don't know, I've seen this guy multiple times, and this looks like to be a different episode. Unless all of the Robot Masters are attacking at once or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, a bunch of freaking weird looking kids here. We got a red haired kid, a green haired kid, a pink haired kid, a blue guy back here, another robot, I think, that's over this way, and then a regular looking blonde kid here. So I don't know. This is also, actually, it kind of reminds me of this guy. Looks freaking simple looking robot, not very expressive at all. Oh no, this isn't a robot. Or is it a robot? Maybe it's a robot. Maybe it's robots and humans getting attacked. Moving on, we have a oh wait, bow tie robot. I'm not sure what this guy is. Maybe he's a talk show host or something. I'm not gonna assume that until we actually get an episode. Fireman burning stuff up. He's looking pretty serious. He's looking around the corner, looking straight at this guy. And now we have this show's interpretation of Rush, I'm guessing. Red dog. Looks more like a dog than Rush does, slightly. A more mechanoid looking dog. Water flood, so Wave Man again. Robot over here. Humans over here. So there's a robot dog. And here we got Rock, or Aki, I should call him. Aki in his not Mega Man form. Sorry if you can't see him very well. That's just the quality. That's just, I don't know. Maybe I should turn the brightness down on this. There we go. That looks a lot better. I should have been doing that from the beginning. Again, if you want to watch the actual video yourself, it's in the description down below. But yeah, this is him without his clothes on. He looks pretty similar to other interpretations of Rock, though. Like in the comic books, that's kind of how Rock looks. He has a blue and white t-shirt. This one is kind of like a hoodie. But he's got black hair, brown eyes. Ironically enough, it's because of this color scheme on his face that makes him look like a background character almost. But yeah, seeing all these human characters, they look really simple. They look almost the same. Like, they almost have the same face. Like, these two ladies look like they have the same face. This guy looks pretty generic. Some of them have like regular like 21st century wear, and then you see this lady over here that looks like she's wearing something that would come from the future, but I don't know. But this is Sergeant Knight. Now he's talking down to Sergeant Knight over here. So Sergeant Knight doesn't look like Dr. Wily. I was afraid that he was gonna just be Wily, and he would just be like this show's interpretation of Wily. I'm also curious to wonder if Dr. Wily, he'll show up in the show, because originally he was supposed to show up, and there would be other villains alongside him, but we're not seeing Dr. Wily. Sergeant Knight is the one we're seeing here, and he looks like, I don't know, pretty standard bad guy. Honestly, black, red, edgy. He's got a goatee, big chin, evil mustache. You know, that's, yeah, stereotypical bad guy. And his whole deal is that he does not believe that humans and robots should be able to live in harmony. There was a character in the Mega Man comics very similar to this, where I forgot the guy's name. I can't believe it, because the guy was actually kind of a cool character in the comics. He ended up being really cool. But he was part of a group that basically wanted to outlaw robots, and it was pretty much an anti-robot group, a hate group for robots, and that's their whole shtick. So I kind of guessing that this guy's whole gimmick as well. He doesn't want robots and humans to live in harmony. So maybe he's the one that causes the robots to go crazy, trying to make humans distrust them and all that. So he pretty much is the show's Dr. Wily, from what I'm guessing. And I don't know. I don't understand why they don't just go with Dr. Wily. I don't understand why they don't just go with a more faithful cartoon for the classic series, which is what I will get into later on at the very end. Better look of Rush. Mega Man and Rush together. Rush looking Mega Man. Probably trying to save him from the water. That was coming up earlier. And Brown Rush this time. I mean, they did say that Rush was going to be in the show, so this is probably our version of Rush. Maybe he's a stray dog originally, so Dr. Light didn't build him. I don't know who this guy freaking is. We got he's got his own freaking frisbee looking thing here. Don't know what that is. Oh, wait a minute. I see his shirt down here. I think either that's a lightning bolt or that's a Dr. Wily logo. I think it's a lightning bolt though, because I don't see another side of the W. Like, this is where the Doctor would be, and then this is the W right here. So I don't know, maybe this is like a Dr. Wily related character. Maybe it's base. I don't know. I don't know why that would be base. That's just a stipulation. That's an interesting little detail that I didn't see, but it's probably nothing. It's probably, again, one of his friends. I think it's really weird that they focused on this character, because we don't know who this character is, unless it is a character that we know of that's already been established, but we don't know that it's this that this is that character yet. Like, maybe it's base. We just don't know. It's just weird that they're focusing on these two characters. Again, they're probably just his friends or whatever. Focusing on the whole robot-human relationship thing. So we got a human, really blocky looking human. Looks like Play-Doh. Plastic and Play-Doh, they can be friends. Here's another robot. I think this is the other robot I was thinking of. So we got some worker right here. I don't know what his job would be. Aki in the background on TV. I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know, is a slot machine man? Something, he's probably an employee robot, works alongside this guy. Iceman, really clear view of Iceman here. He doesn't have a nose. He's got some face plates right here. His face is separated into 3 parts. His hair is weird. I don't know. And then he turns around. Oh, he's wearing a little hat. So it's not a parka. He turns it into a hat. This guy, okay, so he fires out a tiny little freaking crystal here. That suddenly turns, I guess they're about to hug or something like that, and then it freezes them together. Okay, so, and this is actually, the robot was talking right here at this point. Iceman just walking away all, like, confident, like, all smiley, like, who cares. Now we got Mega Mini popping out of the helmet. He actually looks way different than he originally looked. If you guys remember the concept art of that old trailer, I don't know who may have seen it, but he was a lot more humanoid looking. This one, he looks more like a straight up robot. So I will give them this. Mega Mini looks a lot nicer than he originally looked. I like that they improved his look. Again, still feels like kind of a pointless character, but I will, at least he doesn't look that as stupid as I thought he was going to look. So let's move on. Again, comedy relief. Moving on. What do we got here? Mega Man jumping up, fighting Wave Man. Looking at these backgrounds as well. Fighting Wave Man. He just shoots out a freaking thing of water. Pretty simple. A standard looking particle effect right here. Wave Man looks kind of cool. I mean, again, with the Robot Masters, they're just sticking to like the basic design of them. You know, like also the basic color scheme, because this is kind of what Wave Man would look like. They're making the Robot Masters look more humanoid, I think, is the thing. Because Wave Man was kind of a pudgy looking Robot Master, so this one they're trying to make him look a lot more buff. And honestly, you know what? That's actually kind of I kind of did like that redesign. You know, here we go, him running along. I don't know how Mega Man's dodging this fire. We got cheese pizza again, except now it turns into cheddar cheese. We've been downgraded from pizza to cheddar cheese, guys. Looks like it goes from fire, suddenly macaroni and cheese right over here. That's amazing. Fighting Drill Man again. Drill Man being slow as heck. Mega Man doing his signature slide as well. I like Drill Man's redesign as well, kinda. This freaking camera work. That shot, yeah, that look. This kind of makes me worry about the action in this cartoon, because you just saw that. Either that means that Drill Man is really freaking powerful, and Mega Man is really underpowered, or else this is just gonna be the action. Like, there's no impact, there's no real damage to anything. I just hope that the action, you know, that this fight picks up. And here we got not Hornet Man again, whoever this guy is. Mega Man could toss him around Mario 64 style. Him transforming again. Oh, this is him using the weapons, which in a very Mega Man style way. He just changes color, and his gun changes, his Mega Buster changes slightly. So a bit more faithful than Mega Man 11 is being, definitely. Uses it, and I guess either Drill Man is weak to fire now, or I don't know. Here he is as a Wave Man, I'm guessing. Turning into Drill Man. Hypnotized students here. Maybe this is in the school itself, and they're all hypnotized using their cell phones. This looks like a something revolving around smartphones and them hypnotizing the kids. Pretty interesting costume changes, though. Fireman, Iceman. Him transforming from whatever, guess this is Drill Man, yeah. Going into Wave Man. And then, this is the thing that confuses me. So we're back to the logo here. This is where it ends, pretty much. But then they were playing the Mega Man 2 theme song here, which makes no sense to me, because it's such a different interpretation of Mega Man, and yet they're using actual NES theme song, the actual NES Mega Man 2 theme song here. It's like, we get it's supposed to be based around the classic Mega Man, but it's such a different interpretation that, why would you do this? I don't understand that. It's like, I'm really afraid that this is just going to end up like some of the other reboots that we've gotten for other shows and games recently, where it wants to be the original source material, but at the same time, it's just so different that, like, it just ends up, like, falling flat no matter what it does. Like, whatever interesting new things it does, it fails at, and then it tries to bring back all the old stuff, but it doesn't, like, deliver on it, because, again, it's trying to be something different. So at that point, why make a new thing if you're just going to borrow from the old stuff to begin with? So I'm not really that, like, I don't know, like, I was having doubts with this cartoon, and, like, I don't know, this kind of just, like, dumped even more weight on that, because I don't know what to really expect from this, because there's so much different with this. What I am given doesn't look all that impressive. Again, I should probably try looking at the actual cartoon itself, but the whole point of a trailer, guys, is to advertise a product or something. And if you're not giving us, you know, the best interpretation of that product, then what is the point even of doing it? Because you're supposed to convince me to get into it and all that stuff. So, I don't know. Maybe once the cartoon comes out, though, it'll look a bit nicer. I mean, it comes out like in a week or 2 weeks or something like that. I need to look at it again. It comes out next month. And, so there's not really a whole lot that can change. So whatever we saw here is what we're stuck with, but I am going to hold out to see the full episodes. So guys, that was a thing. Now, I'm going to give just like my final thoughts on this, because the video is now over 20 minutes long, and it's just been me talking about a cartoon that's not even aimed towards me. But the reason why I'm making a big deal about this is because the development team had said that this was going to not only cater to kids, but it will also cater to Mega Man fans. So that's the reason why I'm kind of making a big deal about it, because like I've said in previous videos of mine, whenever I have a series or a product or, you know, a franchise that I love dearly, like for example Mario, you know, I made that whole video about Illumination making a Mario movie and how I'm not really that worried about them screwing it up. and how I'm gonna go see it. I'm not gonna go boycott it because Illumination is the worst company in the world. I'm still gonna go see it. And much like here with Mega Man, a series that I actually like a little bit more than Mario, when I heard that they were making a cartoon about this, I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting. I would like to see a Mega Man cartoon be made, you know, a modern version of it, because, you know, I could only watch the Ruby Spears cartoon and the NT Warrior series so many times that I'm actually really into this idea. But then they showed off the concept art and all that stuff, you know, the redesigns for Mega Man, and there was so much backlash to that. And here, I'm finally seeing the final product, and I was never expecting this to be, like, the most amazing cartoon ever, you know? I'm not expecting this to be, like, you know, a Batman the Animated Series thing, you know, with everybody giving it so many accolades and all that stuff. But at the same time, I was expecting it to be a little bit better than this, though. Like, I went into, like, that whole thing at the end where they used the Mega Man 2 theme song for a cartoon that has nothing to do with the actual Mega Man video games. I mean, it has Mega Man in it, the name of it at least. It's got the Robot Masters. In some cases, they actually got pretty cool redesigns and all that. But everything else that's new just looks so stupid and all that. Like, those two new Robot Masters, the Lady Robot Master and the one that I kept calling Hornet Man for some reason. Like, they look just freaking weird. They look nothing like a Mega Man character should look. And it's like Sergeant Knight and all that. Just wondering, why don't you just make that Dr. Wily or whatever? But this is just my whole thing about Mega Man Fully Charged, where I was waiting for them to say something about this cartoon. They finally have done it, and this is what we're going to be getting next month. And I love how this is my 4th recording session of this video, and I still do not know when this cartoon is supposed to be coming out. Oh my gosh. 5th time's the charm. August 5th is the day that Cartoon Network will be showing Mega Man Fully Charged, and that's like a couple of weeks away, guys. So maybe in 2 weeks, get up on August 5th and expect to watch what could be either the cringiest, the worst, or the most meme-tastic Mega Man cartoon that you have ever seen. And that's saying a lot. I've watched Captain N. Alright. That was pretty bad as was. Again, I'm still gonna watch the cartoon. Maybe I'll even do reactions for each of the cartoons. Who knows? But aside from that, not expecting too much. I really do not expect any more than what I got from this one trailer. So, what are your guys' thoughts on the Mega Man trailer? Did you guys like what you saw? Did you see something that I didn't catch in my analysis? Do you have any theories about the cartoon, and are you going to be watching it? Let me know down in the comments below just to see what you guys think. Again, guys, sorry that the quality of this video was all over the place, you know, between me doing the guerrilla videotaping of the trailer off of my computer screen and me just taking like almost 30 minutes talking about a 2-minute long trailer or whatever of a children's cartoon based off a children's video game. Kind of funny how that works out, and I'm sorry if this was a bit cringy to you. Again, sorry, I gave my justification as to why I was doing this, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, though, guys. I really appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe if you liked what you saw. And again, maybe I'll do some Mega Man Fully Charged videos in the future. Not really sure, because every time I promise you guys stuff, it ends up never happening. So, I'm just gonna play it by ear, and if something interesting happens, I'll be sure to let you guys know. And again, guys, remember, Mega Man 11 is still coming out in October, and we're still going to be getting information about Mega Man 11 as the months go on. So, we're going to have to put up with Mega Man Fully Charged for a while, but once October hits, it's going to be smooth sailing from there. I am sure of it. And also, the Mega Man X Legacy collections are coming out very soon as well. So, look out for those as well. There's a bunch of Mega Man stuff happening this year. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time whenever I get around to making another video. Have a good one.